Hi everyone, welcome back to my podcast. And in this podcast, I'm going to talk about a comparison between Indian government school versus Indian private schools. Nowadays, there is a lot of confusion between or among the parents that which they want to prefer. And majorly, if you are having a good income source and you are able to spend a lot of money, then obviously the undoubtedly the private school will be the one of your choice. But recently, I saw one video about a person, and what he has explained that uh, in his society there was one parents and his and their children was been studying in the one of the private school. And if I talk about the money they spent is almost at 20,000 per month, and it was a big school which has a lot of facilities and a lot of things kind of based on the what they are getting out of it. So what they realized is that recently nowadays AI is doing a lot of things and everything is being uh, com- completed by AI. So they thought that what their child future would be in upcoming days, and so they decided that instead of sending the child to that private school where they are spending a lot of money, they just moved their child from that private to the government school. And now the government school they checked with the help of better reviews and everything, which is great. Now they are spending that level of that amount of money which they are paying excessive to the school, and they are using it on his extra development. Like for example, he is now playing a really good tennis, table tennis, because this are sports where there is a least strong competition in India compared to the cricket and badminton, where the competition is too high as well as the rewards are high. But I think that considering this particular example that I got to know in one of the video, started made me think a lot about it, like how the people get fear of from the AI, and what is the future of the sports look like in India? What's the future of the education? Because in schools, the AI is rapidly expanding, and I think that everything apart from the AI is not rapidly expanding, because we have a same level of courses that we earlier using in the couple of years back. The syllabus are not changes. The book textbooks are remain same. We are learning this very similar pattern that is not at all acceptable as of now in 2026. I think that if everything is moving that fast, then we need to work on changing our rest of the things. Otherwise, the people who are dealing with the similar kind of things, they are becoming way more easier. For example, the concept that you are learning decade back, the same concept can be easily accessible because everybody knows how to trick it and how to understand the topic. But if you ask me, like, the computer are the same when they were 10 years back, no, they are so much advanced. The computer that you were working in a decade back, now the more powerful computer than that is in in your mobile, that is your smartphone, and it can do the same level of computation and same level of output g- generation with a very small step. So if the mobiles are evolving, computers are evolving, and the softwares are evolving, then why not our school and the curricular system? In fact, still now the people are debating about paper leaks and all the situation that are happening in the India, but nobody is questioning about how we are going to make a big reforms in our education, so that the people who wanted to be a part of this educational culture, and they can at least upskill themselves and go and teach the rest of the people. Otherwise, there would be a very huge gap between what we are learning and what exactly the market demands. And now from there, the another problem comes in, that how the India and the rest of the country going to accommodate all these people who are going to soon graduated. And if this continues, then again it will create a kind of a big crisis for the big countries like India, as all the things from the America that's been outsourced, I think soon going to be get converted into AI agents, and those AI agents are going to help those things. Now, as we know that the future of AI is almost good, and unless until there is some monetary things that is going to make it going to break it. But irrespective, let's say that right now it's 100%, even the 50% AI will come into the picture, it is going to disrupt a lot of things. You be a coder, you be a customer service agent, you both are going to impact by it, because AI is generating codes, AI is helping the customer as a better customer service than the people. AI doesn't make any mistakes. Yeah, sometimes it go in a state where there is a hallucination. And in fact, if I talk about the agents and team members, they also go into that same mode. They generally, go and make the wrong decisions. And the same thing that we can also expect from AI. No machine, no program is 100% optimal, but how we are using that program and what we are doing with it, that's play a very important role. Now, considering that what all things that we need to work on, what all things we need to find to make sure our future hold a greater value, I think the sports is the one of the option, and all the mechanical tasks that we can do and we can work on, that is going to be one of the best way to live in out for that career. But in fact, I think that the same way the AI is working in the terms in the field of in the software, and the same way that I think the same level of advancement we are soon going to see in the mechanical world, where there would be the robotic AI is going to play an important role. So it's a very similar like developing a soul versus developing a body. Now, the with the help of the advanced artificial intelligence, the soul is being developed and being programmed and getting teased with the same way that the metallic body and the structure is also being built. There are some sort of cranes machines that we used to see earlier days, but nowadays I think everything will be get automated with the help of the software that we have. The future look very different if everything what we are talking right now if comes into the existence. Then I think how the people see that in their future world and what they are going to do, I think the human is remains the same. They are developing a lot of these tools, but I think that there is something that is going to be a big changes that going to come in the earth. Might be we'll all go in Mars or Jupiter, or where we will find something new or some advanced technology. There could be possibility of it, but I think as of now the things are way more unpredictable and not that easy. The technologies are changing day by day, and the one of the biggest challenge or kind of thinking thought process that came in my mind is that how human can develop all these advanced technologies, and is this technology something so advanced that we can talk. I'm recording my voice here and I'm getting same my voice back to me, and who developed it? Yeah, there is a history behind it. There are the people who do a lot of research stuff, but how human can become a so much intelligent? And my second question is that is every human being that has the same level of intelligence, or there are these specific people who born with that intelligence, or they know that what they have to do in their life. If this is the case, then I think that there are only 1% of the human being, those who are at the top level and they are intellectual, and rest of the people are just like other animal who just come wake up and eat and go to sleep and reproduce. These are their only way that they are living in this earth. I think that this is some very critical and controversial statement that I'm talking, but this is something that everyone have to understand. Why some people become so successful because they have not because of the hard work, because of the way that the way they do the things. It could be anything, not only about the normal practice hard work successful, but the development, the scientists, the doctors, and everyone, they are people who are actually contributing to the entire world with their great skills and the knowledge that they have and the wisdom that they have gathered. But not everyone is contributing to this world and making this world is a better place. But it's okay, fine, if people are still behaving in a proper way. That is one of the biggest contribution, because nowadays in 2026 people are also not behaving in a decent way. They are creating a lot of chaos, ruckus, and everything that are not acceptable at all. So that's how I completed my this podcast. And I think that I'm speaking too fast with a too high pace. I have to slow it down, but I think I like speaking fast. But as of now, I'm not able to speak it up. I don't know why. Uh, because when I speak too fast, I make a lot of mistakes, and it sound not confident at all. But I think if I do a regular practice and record more podcasts and check that where I'm making mistakes, I think I'll make my speech and dialect more better than anyone else. I don't want to compare my way of speaking to the some other person, but what I will say that I'm going to be a better by practicing again and again.